Constance Nyland made her sister a doll cake for her birthday, and her other sisters, her sister-in-laws and nieces all complained that they had never had a doll cake for their birthday. Since then, she's expanded this talent into a business and is here with us today with some cakes that actually smell really good, and they are so adorable. But let's go back and talk about this first cake, and you must have been a baker.
I have worked at a couple bakeries here in the St. Louis area, and what happened is I was looking through some old family photos, and I noticed my niece one time had a doll cake, and I thought I might try to do that. And so I made it for my sister, and then my other sister wanted one, and then soon everybody was like, well, I didn't get a doll cake for my birthday, so I just started making them kind of as
these were adults primarily?
Yeah, these were adults actually, because I did make it for my niece one, and then the adults wanted one. And then I had an older friend, I won't mention her age, but anyway, she was a little bit older than me, and she had never even heard of the doll cakes. So one day I surprised her at a restaurant with a couple other girlfriends with a doll cake. And then I also brought some of these smaller ones for my other friends.
I kind of remember when I was a kid, these dolls, like a Barbie doll size with the full skirt. Is that like what the traditional doll cake is?
That is the traditional doll cake, and on my website I call her the classic doll cake.
Okay.
And I do make them, and I make the petite, and also I make a larger, I call her the princess cake, which is a doll cake with 2 8-inch cakes underneath. So it can serve a lot of people if you're going to be having a big party.
Okay, and so the doll forms, you buy those. They're not like real dolls, are they?
No, although last weekend I did make a doll cake princess, Cinderella doll cake. And I can use a regular Barbie-sized doll.
Okay.
I just have to, add on to the cake, and so they fit.
So normally there's no legs inside there.
No, there's no legs, and a lot of little girls are disappointed when they take it out and they're like, no legs on this doll.
Right. So, okay, so talk about then, so this was a few years ago, you made the first doll cake, and then what's happened since?
Well, like I said, I went to that restaurant, and when I was there with this doll cake, so many people at the restaurant came up and said, where did you get that doll cake at? And my friends and I said, well, maybe you should go ahead and try to start a business. And so I did. I went to a class called Weibo this past fall, and they take you starting a business plan all the way to the end of the business plan.
Okay.
And that's actually how I started the company.
So you already knew how to bake cakes, so you had to figure out how to run a business.
Yes, I did.
Okay, so that's
and I
the
still
challenging
have to.
part.
Yes, it is very challenging.
So what did you learn from that class then?
Well, we started out with, do you really want to go into business? That was a big question because, not everybody's made for going into business. And then we started each week, we started with one section of the business plan, and then we went to the next section. And each week they also brought in people as far as like the marketing section, and we had some bank loan officers and a lawyer, tax people come in. So it was very, very informative class.
And where was the class?
The name of the class is called Weibo, W-I-B-O, and it was held in University City at the high school.
Okay.
And they hold them at various places here in the St. Louis area.
That was really, really smart of you to actually learn the business side, and because a lot of entrepreneurs just feel like they know the craft, they don't necessarily, the business will come.
Right.
But there's a lot more to it, as
sure
you can
is.
attest. So we're going to take a quick break right now, Connie. When we come back, we're going to learn more about these cakes and what other products you've got. So stay with us, Constance and Hey Dollcakes. We'll be right back with us after this break.